maybe that's actually quite a good idea. God, blooming good at this. Hey.
Our teams are confident, but they'll still need help, so we've brought in 2 experts who really know how to make the Earth move. Keeping the beach bums from going under is a mechanical engineer with years of experience in the construction business. Dishing the dirt is bread and butter to expert Mark Robson.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
I'm your expert for today.
Excellent.
So, have you had any good ideas?
Well, a couple of ideas.
I'm a businessman on my way to the armory.
We have 2 small children in Twin Oaks, Ohio, and my husband, he isn't well.
You just drop us off at the next corner. My wife and I give you our oath that we won't bear witness. Gwen, tell him we won't bear witness.
Oh, no, we really, we won't bear witness. No.
Yeah? Who's calling, please? I'm sorry. It's out to lunch. This is a bottle.
I don't think you're supposed to fool with that thing.
None of our business, George. We're from Ohio. Let the man fool with it.
All right, let's dump him in the park.
The park? Central Park? At 4 o'clock in the morning?
Don't argue with them, George. The park will be just fine.
And I think that simply makes us feel good. It also adds a sense of mystery to the world. Suddenly science can't explain everything.
Despite his psychological appeal, there's no evidence Nostradamus was a prophet. And the only thing that would ever convince his critics would be if someone could use him today to make a prediction before an event. Mario Redding is willing to do exactly that.
One is taking quite a risk in predicting things for the future through a reading of Nostradamus, but I think in the case of certain quatrains, it seems to be pretty categorical. Because they disapproved of his divorce, a man who later they considered unworthy, the people will force out the king of the islands. A man will replace him who never expected to be king. I think we can assume that it's about Charles. It is not William who follows his father, but possibly Harry. Now, why that should be, I have no idea. Nostradamus doesn't make it clear.
Mario Redding says he has an even more troubling prediction.
This is a controversial quatrain that appears to suggest the assassination of a world leader sometime from 2006 onwards. The quatrain reads, "The successor will avenge his handsome brother." He will take over the realm under cover of vengeance. The obstacle slain, his dead blood seethes. Well, in line 2 here, we have one of the classic Nostradamian codes, which is sous ombre, which is beneath shelter out in a desert, i.e. under a bush. So my reading of this is that there may be an assassination attempt on President Bush. And in this context, if that were to happen, Nostradamus also foresees a pretty grim aftermath.
If this prediction doesn't come to pass, it may have an effect on Mario Redding's reputation. But it probably won't affect that of Nostradamus. 4 centuries after his death, he continues to be an enduring legend, sought out by people whenever troubling events occur. The funny thing is, that's one prediction he didn't make.
east with the new Sherwood's Tie Range.
Dive into a new experience of clean with Aquafresh Extreme Clean Purifying Mouthwash. A crystal clear mouthwash that kills bacteria in parts of your mouth.
Everest might have been climbed.
Our ladder in show greatly in
Venice, made for bikers.
Calculated love rating. Uh-oh, this one doesn't look too good. Get the right one for you.
You need
Your mother?
Wait a Mile High student.
For the driver, of course. Yes, how kind of you to remind me. Oh dear. Now, does anyone have change for half a crown?
Cecil, give me that sovereign. No, give it to me. I'll get Mary to change it and we shall start from the beginning.
Oh dear, I am sorry. What a nuisance that happens. Poor Charlotte.
How are you now?
Perfect.
Scorched earth. You go out on patrol for the first time and you sweat. That cold, funky sweat of fear. It's something terrible.
On the 28th of July 1952, Eric, along with 3 comrades from the King Shropshire Light Infantry, was sent out before first light to patrol the barbed wire defences.
They were on a patrol, 4 of them, Corporal, there were Jimmy and Gordon, and Eric, and the Corporal Prescott. And they were checking along the wire, and somebody must have chipped off this mine, and it just got blew to pieces. And I couldn't believe it. Just couldn't believe it. It's just a tragedy. 22 years old, and now I found out what grief was all about.
Back in England, Eric's wife Joyce had been awaiting his return to introduce him to his new son, born just a few weeks after he'd left for Korea.
Joyce kept up a brave face on it, though. She really did. But on the morning when she got the... I'm not sure how she got the news, but I must go and tell his mother. And she just got through his parents' gate and she collapsed. She realised what had happened then, because it was terrible for them all then, you see, because he was an only child. He never saw his little boy. I think it's a waste of a good life and a young life. I mean, he'd have been in his 70s now, and all these years to be laid out there, 50-odd years. He'd just turned 22. His birthday was the 2nd of July, and he was killed on the 28th.
If you love someone, you're going to have pain, one way or the other, eventually. There's no easy way out when you love someone. And that's how best friends are.
For me, one of the things that really stands out is how everyone is accorded equal status. I've got no idea whether this person is a man or a woman, or what religion they were, or whether they were a general or a private. They are defined simply by the service they joined: Army, Navy, or Air Force.